Welcome to Katawa Shoujo. Once again, my name is Nux, and we are pretty far into this game. Not really. Actually, nowhere near as far as we should be. I only play once a week, so it's kind of difficult to get pretty far. But we are in the middle of Rin's Act 2, or maybe the beginning of Act 2. I'm not sure. I don't remember. To be completely honest with you. So thanks if you're sticking it out this far, or if you're if you're new here, welcome. Enjoy the show. I wake up all sweaty, as if I had run a half marathon in my sleep. Odd, I don't recall sleeping badly. It sends a little pang of worry through me. Wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. That would be very scary. Just having something happen to your heart in your sleep. Like, you ever think about how everything that you have functioning as like a normal human, like your heart and all your intestines and stuff, that still happens when you're asleep? Like, it happens a little bit slower because your brain slows everything down, but like your heart's still pumping when you're asleep and you just don't know it. It's crazy. Sorry. I'm getting more comfortable about stopping and talking about stuff, so I might do it a little more often than I normally used to. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. Okay. The music feels a little loud. That could just be my headset. I don't know. The music's at absolute zero. Maybe it's really quiet for you guys. I have my desktop audio turned down a lot. But it feels really, really loud for me. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise. That's not how that works. I properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school. Okay. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know, and I think she's given up on me in any case. Damn. Walking could be nice, anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could just go down to the convenience store. Okay. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally, during this time of the year, I'd eagerly be awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. Damn. I'm still savoring the school life and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken. I haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Damn. Besides, once vacation's hit, it'll be a nice surprise for me not to be if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of term exams looming ahead. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. Nice. I push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop into my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. They are one mind. They clearly want something from me. I can tell by the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere, too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I fail to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. I don't think I slept well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up a bit. It's a great day. I catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at the direction of eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond, but then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Huh. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in the student council position, because we're going to make an offer that you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I already kind of joined a club, so it'd be kind of sort of hard for me to join the council, too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. Damn. Is that so? Which club is it, Hichan? The art club. She's pissed. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to soon lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Shizune, the fucking hitman. She is out for blood. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back, sending everyone rummaging into their bags and looking for their books and pens. Do people not just like put that on their desk like immediately? I would assume that you would, right? Like whenever I went to class, I immediately just took out everything I needed. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. But you don't join the art club because you're good at art. I mean, you can, but like you join the art club because you learn to be good at art. I guess he's not really interested in it either, but whatever. I wish I could draw like Rin. It takes practice, but I don't really know what I would do if I could. It's true. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. It's a little personal enjoyment. It's a hobby. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I open my notebook to an empty page and press the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. I thought, maybe if you like books, like drawing just kind of comes to the territory, doesn't it? Like if you can draw and like you read, you can like mix like whatever you read, you could illustrate and I don't know, whatever. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. Dot. As I hesitate and raise my hand, the meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. I can't even seem to get the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. Okay. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. Are we zooming into the window right now? We are, okay. I can't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Okay, there we go. Conjuring up the image of the bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me, as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a great start. Getting started is good. Okay. I slowly sketch the picture onto my notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. Okay, nice. It's really nothing, just that nameless bird on the paper. That's not important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper, it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. I realize that I don't really know what a bird's wing looks like, even if I try to think about it. Okay. I even put the pencil down and close my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of the wing in my mind. They look fine. But this serious about it all of a sudden makes me feel a little frustrated. He's really angry at himself. The tortured artist, my man. Art class in middle school was the easy class between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. There's also this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It looks good, bro. It's almost like a completely different thing. Kichin? I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice, bitch. Shizune draws a few sharp signs at the air between herself and Misha. Chi-chan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday. Why does it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, you don't know that it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work. Misha cracks in exuberant laughter. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. All you said was it was bad. What do you mean? I would if you'd actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here, anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Hichan, weren't you listening to the teacher at all? We have a group assignment now. I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So, what do you think of the lesson today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. What are we going to do with you, Hichan? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. Try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. Okay. I don't have a drink. I have water. We out here drinking water. I'll have tea by the next episode or something. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed into my pocket as I hurry outside. You gotta keep that stuff, you know? You gotta keep so you see your progress. I know a lot of art people. I'm not an art person myself. I wish I was. But I know a lot of art people, and sketchbooks are huge. They're cool. I love to see them. I love to see friends' sketchbooks. I don't think they've shown me in a long time, but I love just seeing stuff. Anyway. I wish I was good at art. I don't know if I've brought that up yet, but I wish I could draw. I try, and then I don't keep up with it. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. Nice. Hello. Hello. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We invariably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we fit well together. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in this school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing, except Hanako, but that's fine, don't even mention it. It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. It's a rare case I see someone sitting alone or just spacing out or whatever. Obviously, there are people like that here too, that Hanako girl and myself, just to name two from my own class. But overall, they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call Rin what I do socializing either, but it's something at least. It's like enjoying company or something. I don't really know what to call it. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously, there are people like that here too. That Hanako girl might. Oh wait, I forgot. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked by every time Rin opens her mouth. God, I just wish she wouldn't talk. Can I listen to your heartbeat? Okay. She says this. I love her theme. It's so fun, jazzy. She says this, or something else about as outrageous, and I have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during her preceding class of a subject that she is not interested in. Seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of extension of her interest in the auto disabilities that people here have, and the consequences of said afflictions. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, I looked flummoxed as I am. She concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but I mean, will you let me? Why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually bad with reasons. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. That's kind of clever. You're smarter than you look. Also, I'd rather you not. I think these things should be private. Private? I get it. I can tell you something, though, if it amuses you. I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, condition. You're just making her more curious, bro. And I hear it all the time. So you're paranoid. It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said abnormal attention to a heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So, for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck. Paranoia fits me fine. I don't think it's something that can actually fit anyone or anywhere. I ate an orange today for breakfast. How was it? Okay. I'm vaguely proud of myself, managing to keep up with Rin's sudden change of topic. Excellent. I don't remember when last I ate an orange. It's annoying to peel one. It's one on the list of things I want to learn properly. Aw, she has a list of things. How come you ate one then? Emmy had some, so she peeled one for me. Good for you. Rin stretches her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance in the corner of my eye while she watches people pass by, and I couldn't say why. I realize, though, that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone, in a way. Yeah, he didn't do it at all, besides being completely naked with Hanako, so. A group of boys walk past us in Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have let... Sorry, I forget I have to get really close for this. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason. Again, it's like a tidal wave out of nowhere, rolling out of my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth as I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. The difference between me and Rin is that I'd be more likely to be not what? The difference between me and Rin is that I'll be more likely than not dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. I can't decide which one of us is worse off. Didn't they say people with his condition live like really long, like normally? I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decided to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't do before. Did he go buy it? What? When I finally asked Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07 as I watch... What? Okay. As my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. It's an old-fashioned kind of black leather strap and titanium casting. It doesn't look flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. Yeah, but it's cool if it does. Hey. Remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. Wow, her striking observation gives me pause. Have I stopped smiling? God, he's so introspective right now. I take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin, then try to reconnect my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show that so much to someone like Rin can tell? What do you mean? Okay, you can't say someone like Rin. She literally does nothing but observe people. After so little contact with me, should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you. I just noticed it, that's all. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us, and lightly pats Rin's shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew from March? Never again, that. Let's go anyway. I'm starving. As they are about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. By the way, Hisao. Her tone is too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense a trap about to be sprung upon me in this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say, even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track the entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. That's impossible. I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class. I do those at the same time you do. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah, people from a few other schools come here from people from a few other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on a Sunday afternoon. I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running? Of course. You get to see me beat them all. But bye now. If I don't get something to eat, I'll die. See you later. He's not going to eat lunch with them. Bye, Rin. Promise I'll smile next time. I call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I feel embarrassed about it. I wonder why I said anything at all. Because you care, sir. Back in the mirror. That night, that night when I'm undoubtedly certain that Kenji won't be barging into the bathroom, I look into the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror, smiling at me in the bathroom, looks awfully fake. Okay. Still not ending, boys. Probably go for another day for this episode. Let's see how long this day lasts. Or is this the track meet? Ooh. Having exhausted the books that Kenji lent me in the past few nights, I go back to the library, deeming it safer alternative for getting my reading fix. Return the books he had stolen while I'm at it, to Yuko's delight. I don't tell her where I got them, though. Wow, you sure read a lot, don't you? Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, I do. Even I think it's weird. I think I might have a reading problem. Maybe I'm a junkie. No, I didn't mean it that way. It's not weird at all. Being addicted to reading is a lot better than being addicted to drugs. Yeah, I know, it was a joke. I smile at her reassuringly and drop the books on the counter so Yuko can check them out. I feel tired, so I sit down in the vacant chair in front of the desk. While Yuko goes through the modest pile of reading material I found, I let my gaze wander around the library. At the tables, a pair of girls is chatting in hushed tones rather than working on their homework. The short-haired one notices me looking in their direction and waves at me. When I raise my hand back, they glance at each other and giggle in unison. Cute little Hisao. Not really sure how I should feel about that. You know how to feel about that. So I decided it's a good thing. The one who waved at me has a horrible case of epilepsy. Why would you say it like that? I saw her having an attack a few days ago. It was one of the most disturbing and scary things I've seen in a long time. Bro, you can't say that. Man. Yet there she is, happily chirping away about whatever, and she doesn't have a care in the world. That's right. Don't let your condition define you, queen. You know, this school really is something else. Yuko raises her eyes from the book she was going through, slightly startled. She adjusts her glasses and puts on a nervous, confused smile. What do you mean? I don't really know how to explain it. It's just that everyone's so active, or how should I put it? It's not just a festival thing, I think, even though I haven't been there that long, but it's everything. People talk more, work harder, and are more than any other school I've seen before. I'm struggling for words, but it feels like I'm speaking honestly. The school feels so alive. Ooh, Jesus Christ. It's refreshing, I think. This just sounds negative, but like, you'd think like a good response is a good thing, but as like an artist, I wonder if this makes me feel like I'm stuck. I'm gonna say it's refreshing. Sure, there were some people like this in my old school too, but not as many, and it feels more intense somehow. I think I had to pin it down to one thing, so that the students just really appreciate going to school. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, me neither. Suddenly I realized that I've been babbling about my thoughts to Yuko out of the blue. She's a bit of a jumpy person, so I fear I might have made a bad impression. She's looking at me with what I hope is curiosity rather than horror, so I figure she's alright. Sorry for suddenly talking about weird stuff like this. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's not troubling. I'm happy to listen if you feel like talking. Makes me feel a little reliable, too. Yuko smiles sweetly, and it's a bit ironically at that. I respond with a thankful smile of my own. As she pushes the neat stack of books across the counter, I stand up and gather them in my arms. Here you are. Thank you. I guess we'll be meeting each other again. Please come here anytime. God damn, Hisao, you dog. Yuko's kindness is heartwarming. You can count on it. See you later. Okay, that was weird. That was the whole day? Man, alright. Cool. I guess.